So this is the video for Happy's Pub in Woodruff, Wisconsin. It took a lot longer than I had originally planned on to finish editing the footage and stuff. Mainly it's my fault, but Kevin Malik, the founder of the Northern Wisconsin Paranormal Society, passed away in December 2019, and I've had a hard time editing this footage and putting it together. But I'm finally going to finish it now. This is for Kevin. The last investigation we ever did together. Rest in peace. We did 3 nights at Happy's Pub in Woodruff. The first 2 times we set up full DVR systems, and the third time we just went in with our handheld cameras and voice recorders and stuff. We got evidence pretty much every time we were there. The very first night we investigated, we had a lot more activity than the second 2 nights that we did. There was also a snowstorm coming in the first night we were investigating. And to start off the investigation, we were just walking around the building, and Happy was kind of giving us a tour. And we were in the upstairs apartment, and I had my handheld camera going, and we were just walking through, and Happy's telling us about the building and stuff, and we caught something strange.
Because they're not connected to these rooms. I keep getting that something would be knocking on windows or possibly walls. You're trying to get attention. I know it's like high up.
Yeah.
But
So you think some in this room?
just in some of the rooms up here, like that room there and this one for sure.
We got a couple of movies up here. You got Stripes, you got Legends of the Fallen, you got Kingsman. So you can pretty much figure out if you want to watch something. So you can pretty much figure out if you want to watch something. So you can pretty much figure out if you want to watch something.
We did not hear that sound in the moment. We only heard it when we were reviewing the footage. And to me, it sounds like a woman moaning. And it's kind of strange because it's rumored that the apartment that we were in, it's a 5-bedroom apartment, which is kind of strange because it's not that big, but there's 5 bedrooms. It's rumored that back in the day, it was a bordello, and gangsters from Chicago area would come up and stay here. And right across the street from Happy's was the train station. So anyone coming in on the train would come right to that block. When they get off the train, boom, you're right there on that block. And in the back of Happy's, there's like an incline. It's not stairs, it's an incline that goes down to the basement. And the story with that is that gangsters used to come from Chicago and drive their cars directly into the basement, so their cars wouldn't be outside. So say any unwanted attention would not be drawn to them, and they could come right into the bar. And there's a room in the basement they call the green room, and it's rumored that gangsters would gamble down there and stuff. And there is a large gangster history up here in northern Wisconsin. You have John Dillinger, who would frequent up here. There's lots of stuff like that. But after that, Jan and I did a psychic walkthrough through the entire building, and that is this right here.
After Happy left, I looked over and I seen a figure, and it looked like she walked from here and made it to the window. But it was quick. But you could see the outline of a woman, and she had period clothing on.
And she walked from
She walked from where
Like this dartboard
where
is?
the dartboard is to the window. Area here, from here all the way back to that back door there, is where Vinny likes to hang out. Like when the bar is busy, he'll kind of hang around against the walls and he'll just watch people. But people don't notice him because they're always so inebriated. So and he's actually gotten touchy with people too, from what I'm getting. Like, I don't know if anybody's ever reported the feeling of being touched when they're back here. And it's something that's just very slight. And he'll do that because he likes to mess with people. And for some reason, with her there, she walks the whole side of the bar here, but when it gets to his area here, for some reason, he doesn't let her back here. So his energy is more back here. If I had to pick out a door where he's the strongest, it would be this door. And again, you have it when people are just busy and they're not necessarily, even when they're going in and out. He'll literally stand like this and he'll kind of have his back, he'll have his hands behind his back and he'll just watch. And he's tall, like he has to damn near crouch. He's that tall. And he wears a suit with a fedora.
And he came through and said it. He thought his name was Vincenzo.
Yeah, Vincenzo, or yeah. That's the name I got from him, and I'm hearing it now. So, and he doesn't like when people are in his area. I think as far as Happy goes, like he watches over the people that work at the bar, but not so much the people that come to the bar to drink and have a good time.
Right.
Because he doesn't talk much. He doesn't talk that much. He doesn't talk. I mean, as far as the footsteps that people hear up here, if they're downstairs, that's him. You also get, as far as Vinny goes, is from when people are sitting, or if people are hanging out here, he'll stand on the balcony up there and he'll watch people. Because he also watches the back door. So that's what I got out here.
Awesome.
And so what I've got in here, I remember the first thing that we heard, and I told you about the female voice that I heard in here.
Mm-hmm.
When I was taking pictures, her energy is really strong in here. As a matter of fact, when I was there, I used that stall that you're standing behind, and I literally heard what sounded like somebody sobbing or crying in the next stall.
So they would have been inside this stall?
They would have been inside this stall. And after a few seconds, I didn't hear it anymore. So, I mean, it's the same female that hangs out by the windows. She's the one that's connected to Vincenzo. They have some kind of a connection. And he won't let her speak. Because you heard that, remember we did the ghost box session?
Mm-hmm.
And you asked why you won't let her in, because I'm afraid of what she'll say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does she hide in this room from him?
Yeah, she does.
Because I'm kind of wondering why she would be in here.
Yeah, she does, because he won't come in here. She was also around the time when there was still a brothel upstairs. And so she knew some of the girls that worked the brothel upstairs.
But she didn't work in the brothel?
No. She didn't work in the brothel. This is just someplace she enjoyed coming.
So we're in the basement now.
Yeah. So when I came down here into the door, like right here to where that room is, off in the corner there, I feel heaviness. My throat actually feels a little bit tight. It's like walking into just like a wall of thickness would be the only way I could describe it. And it has to do with the tunnels in the back.
It almost feels hard to breathe.
It is.
Cause I feel it right now too.
You don't, so you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel it right now.
We were here the last time I came down here, I didn't feel that way. See, now we're back here, I don't feel that over there anymore. Like, it doesn't feel like it's hard to breathe. Like it did when we were over there. Vinny, this is another place that Vinny likes to walk around down here. So I don't know if anybody's ever felt creeped out down here or had any personal things here, but I mean, they just literally would just sit here and just watch people. To where maybe you would have a couple of instances where people that were here hanging out waiting to go on maybe would think they would see something out of the corner of their eye or feel like they were touched, but it wasn't anything serious, just mostly movement. And I'm being told that the woman that you recorded when we did the tour, the last time the psychic walk / tour upstairs, she's down here. She used to access the tunnel. She was saying that I guess the girls that worked for her would access those tunnels. And so she's saying she won't tell me her name, but she keeps saying that she's in charge of the girls upstairs. And so she's down here too. I mean, she walks all over the bar. I don't know if he's had any reports of anybody, aside from people that work with him, or maybe him himself getting touched while they've been working.
Mm-hmm.
That would be her, as far as the guys that work here go. I mean, she's even been kind of a little bit touchy-feely with the guys that hang around here, as far as bands go. And in this mirror right here, she likes to look at herself in the mirror. Sometimes. I don't know if people, I get the impression from, I want to say, like, if I'm sitting on the couch here to where I'm looking, and I get the impression that I may have, from the corner of my eye, if I'm talking to somebody from the left or the right, think that somebody stepped in front of the mirror, kind of out of my periphery, but when I look up, she's gone.
Mm-hmm.
So it's more heavier in here than it is out there. And that's the closet, because he was pretty young, sometime in the 70s. He ended his life in the closet. He was really depressed and had some mental health issues. And he doesn't like it when anybody's in here. He still considers this room his space. He doesn't care if we have permission or not. He does not like anybody being in here.
This middle one.
People that are up here may see shadows moving, or a shadow moving back and forth in the room here. Whoever sleeps in this bed, and it's by one of the females, she touches them when they sleep. She doesn't stick to any one particular room up here, but she does touch them when they're sleeping.
Why does she touch them? Trying to get their attention, or?
She tries to get their attention to let them know that she's there, because she wants to be acknowledged. But if they're not necessarily open to her, they're not gonna notice that. And she was a brothel worker, so she's just touchy-feely. Here it's the same thing. So she comes into this room. It's the same thing here and here. She touches people. Then people may see a shadow. Aside from that, that's it. That's it in here.
After the walkthrough, we did EVP sessions. We did spirit box sessions. We used an SLS camera in the bar area. We didn't have any real evidence to show with that. We left audio recorders in certain areas, and we did catch some evidence on those, which we'll show you later. But now we're going to go straight into the spirit box sessions.
My name is Nick, and this is Heather and Jen.
Hi.
What's your name?
Are you hiding from us? Brad?
Steve.
Steve? I got Steve. Brad. Brad?
Steve.
Steve? I got Steve. Brad.
Are you trapped here?
No. That sounds like no.
Do you like the building? That's why you're here still?
Yeah.
Do you like that this is a running bar?
Yeah. Did you hear that? Yeah. Okay.
How about the staff that works here? Do you like the staff that works here?
Mike.
Mike?
Mike? Somebody named Mike work here?
Andrew. Yeah. Mike.
Mike?
Mike? Somebody named Mike work here?
Andrew. Yeah.
You talking about Mike from the First Ward Schoolhouse?
Maybe.
Maybe. I heard, yeah, maybe.
We were just there last Friday, Heather and I. Did he tell you we were coming?
I heard Mike. Or is this Mike?
My name's Nick.
Did you say asshole? I totally just heard that. You think Nick's an asshole?
You talking about Mike from the First Ward Schoolhouse?
Maybe.
Maybe. I heard, yeah, maybe.
We were just there last Friday, Heather and I. Did he tell you we were coming?
I heard Mike. Or is this Mike?
My name's Nick.
Us.
I totally just heard that.
You think Nick's an asshole?
See ya.
Did you own this bar? Are you happy with the state of the building?
I swear to God, I just saw something out of corner of my eye standing in that doorway.
This doorway here?
Yep.
Walk
I
out the
felt
window.
something.
I swear to God, it felt like something stepped out of that.
Can you tell us who just stepped out of that back room behind me, please?
Steve.
Or Brad?
Mike?
It just felt like it said my name.
It sounded like it said Heather.
Do you like Heather?
Heather.
Heather
I
again.
just heard my name
I
again.
just heard your name.
Hello. Did I just see you come out of that room over there? Agreed.
That was a woman that
You can come talk to us.
sounded like the female voice said great.
Do you like the girls? Do you feel more comfortable talking to girls than guys?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Don't be shy.
Right. We're just here to be friendly and talk. And find out what the story, what each one of your stories is.
1950s?
Oh, did you hear that?
Yeah.
Were there any ladies of the night back here when it was a speakeasy?
Is that why the guys want to come talk to us? That's not why we're here.
Right, we're not here for that.
No, Bob Ram that used to own this bar?
Bobby.
I thought it said father. I thought it said Bobby. Did you call him Bobby when he was here? I know he had a lot of good times in this building.
I heard father.
Then
Say seven. Played the song Godzilla for Bob when we played here. You like that song Godzilla? So we're gonna take a short break here.
And then we're going to try another device. But thank you in the meantime for responding. We appreciate it. Who passed away in this back room here? Who passed away in this back room here?
you just say breezer? Did you just say breezer?
Oh, really quickly, for the bad energy that's up here, can you go downstairs? Will you guys make sure the energy stays up here? Yes. Thank you so much. Can you watch over this bar? Or do you want us to keep it on and move over to the corner in the bar with the meeting site? Why are you angry? Yeah, we want the lady to come through. Yeah, we want the lady to come through.
When we were done with the upstairs, we went down to the basement, and Kevin and myself and Jen were sitting in the basement. We were about to do some EVP sessions and spirit box sessions, and we heard something.
Back during the era of prohibition here with these tunnels, did any of you use those tunnels to move back and forth between places? Somebody upstairs?
Sounds like it.
Could be happy.
Somebody's up there.
Okay.
Someone should check.
That's probably happy. The era of prohibition here with these tunnels. Did any of you use those tunnels to move back and forth between places? Somebody upstairs?
Sounds like it.
Could be happy. That's probably happy.
We could not explain those steps that we heard. It's pretty crazy, and I was real happy that both my cameras that were going at the time caught it, so you could hear it in two different ways. After that, we did a spirit box session.
My first question is, who was that we just heard walking across the floor upstairs? Can you tell us your name? Was that Zinni walking upstairs, or was that somebody else? Yeah. I forget. Okay.
Has anyone ever passed away in this room? Is there anyone here with us right now? Brandy old fashioned, sweet or sour? I say sour.
Sour.
I heard sour.
I heard sour.
Brandy old fashioned, sweet or sour? I say sour.
Sour.
I heard sour.
I heard sour. Smoke cigars? Yeah.
You like cigars from Chicago?
There was something there. So, were you here at the time when Prohibition was going on and they were moving alcohol through the tunnels? Yeah. What I said was, were you here around the time of Prohibition where they were moving alcohol through the tunnels from one place to another?
What would you do to a cop?
You hear that? Could have sworn it said hurt. You just saw a figure outside the doorway again. Outside the room. And I'm not even kidding.
You won't even know reach and still you know camera to point that way. There's just 2 words there.
I just heard 2 words. Can you see the light that I'm shining into the hallway?
Say no?
No, you can't see the light. You hear that?
Yeah.
What was that?
Why can't you see the light? Can you feel anything? Do you still feel love and pain? What do you love? Is there a Steve on the 2nd floor? Or a Brad? Can you drive a Pontiac?
In that spirit box session, we got the words German 48. And in review, I was like, God, that's kind of weird. What does that mean? So I typed in German 48, and it came up on Wikipedia. The 48ers were Europeans who participated in or supported the revolution of 1848 that swept Europe. In the German states, the 48ers favored unification of the German people, which was a more democratic government. This revolution failed, and these German people, the German 48ers, were put on a government's wanted list, and a lot of them immigrated to the United States. So I thought that was kind of interesting because there are a lot of German people up here where we live. 1848 is quite a long time ago, but you never know. Maybe there was some sort of connection there. We were in the apartment again doing some EVP work, and the girls thought they heard a breath, and on the camera you can't hear anything, but everyone in the room reacts to it pretty much. But when we review the audio recorder, you can hear the breath that the ladies heard on the audio recorder.
I don't know how to stop it without using something.
Do you
I heard that.
What was that?
That was back in that bedroom
Oh my
where the
god.
recorder is.
Rattling.
Yeah. Hi.
It sounded like something moved in there.
Yes, I heard that.
I heard it too.
He's in there. He's in there.
A full on like.
Alright, there's a recorder in the closet, so
I heard a full on like.
I heard that too.
I got goosebumps all over. Right there.
Right there. I heard that.
I didn't
heard
hear
that.
it.
I heard that.
Right there.
Right there.
Sounds like a voice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I said, we had audio recorders laying around the bar pretty much all night, and we captured one EVP in the ladies' restroom that I thought was super interesting because a lot of women claim they hear someone crying in the restroom and they look around and there's no one else in the room with them, and then we captured this. So there you have it. 3-night investigation in Happy's. We had a lot of activity on the first night and a little bit on the second and third nights, and we put it all in this video for you to watch. Thank you. Please check out the Northern Wisconsin Paranormal Society, and also check out breezerfiles.com. And rest in peace, Kevin. We're going to miss you, bud.